Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, right. Yes. Let's go to here. Oh yeah, I just created this file. Should have done this before I left. Okay, this. Let's just copy all of this stuff to here. What's the problem? No? What are you talking about? What? What do you mean? Format. Must be that, right? Oh, do I need this? Yes. String. This is going to be a problem. Okay. So now I want to re-implement this in terms of that stuff that I added. How easy is that? So is this always extra, set extra? Set extra. Okay, so monostate does nothing. Then I have specific functions for color and scale, and then everything else I can implement generically by simply going to string history to string. It doesn't actually. But there's. Oh, this doesn't really make sense because there's certain things that are shared between these two. So I just have to name them properly. Extra to string, item to string. There we go. How can I constrain this function so that it's only let's see if I can get Copilot to do this for me. How do you do it again? Is it Alt/ use a concept to constrain this so that each ID string must compile. I don't know how to do that. Maybe AI can help me. It's usually really bad at this kind of stuff. That's not good enough. Needs to the constraint. I don't know how to explain what I want to do. Must be valid as an argument to naming make ID string. You're so useless. AI is rubbish. Just paste it into ChatGPT. It's just like I could go to the fucking CPP reference concepts tutorial and relearn it. I'm never gonna remember that way. Can I constrain this function so that make ID string must be a compilable expression? Yeah, exactly. That's what I want. I just never remember this syntax. It's so arcane. Eventually I'll remember it and I won't have to ask an AI every time. Where does static go? Here. Requires. Who's gonna remember that? It's so stupid. I think AI coding assistants came along just in time for C++ concepts. Now what's happening here? Oh yeah, good point. Monostate, yes. Very true. Okay, now I can delete all these. Okay. Right, now I can use the same functions to do my logging, which is what I wanted to do here. What's the problem? I'm missing block ID. ToString. Okay, my constraint obviously didn't work because I should be able to pass a block ID to here. ToString. What's wrong with this one then? Can you tell me what's wrong with that one? Oh, you're gonna go through each one. Up, 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 up. This one. No. It didn't even try. What's going on? It's not even trying to match this one. What have I done wrong? Oh, there we go. Could not deduce template argument for T. Oh, whoops. Good point. Okay. String. History. So label and then ToString item to string. Extra to string. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot that that's just, it just converts it to a string regardless of what's in there. Right. If I create a bunch of stuff and do this. There we go. That's wrong. Because I'm doing this in standard format style rather than Godot style, where you need the placeholder IDs. Okay, good. I just need to translate them. Alright, this should be good enough to give me some idea. So let's try and reproduce that bug we had earlier where all I did was, I think all I need to do is hot switch a plugin maybe, and then maybe enable this and do this and warp, I don't know. Okay, is this the same error or something else? Oh, this is a part of my logging. Oh, I know what the bug is though. This is probably exactly the same bug as the fuzz testing revealed earlier. Yeah, I saw the bug yesterday and then And then I was like, oh, I'll fix that tomorrow. And then I completely forgot, but that's okay. So the problem is the parameter doesn't exist because, well, I can't look at the log because it's failing to print a log, but I need to migrate parameters. Migrate. Here we go. Yeah, these are the to-dos that I added yesterday. So when you hot switch from one plug, if you hot switch a block from one plugin to another, what it's supposed to do is keep the parameter data. But I've changed the way things work now so that oh no, that's something completely different. This is copying. I'm not doing a copy yet. I'm changing the parameter. I'm changing the plugin. No, this is completely unrelated. So it's a different bug. Let me have another look. Create a block, change the plugin. Does that cause a problem? Yes. Okay, it's crashing in the same place as it did before. And let's look at the log just for fun. So set plugin to fudge. Oh, it's setting from fudge to fudge. It's not setting to classic. Or is it? Oh, I guess that would happen here, add block. It's just not printing it. Yeah, it doesn't print out what plugin it is. So add block classic fudge. I need to go to the toilet again. Right. Okay, let's figure this out. What is the issue here? This is just invalid data. Data points. How much of this is... I can't even inspect this stuff for some reason. RAM data. 15. There's probably no 15 in here. sampler draw. Get blink parameter data, context parameter data comes from constructor, I assume. Parameter data. Comes from here. So it's going into the Fudge plugin to try and draw the waveform, which makes sense because it's currently at Fudge, if this is to be believed. But the parameter data seems a bit garbled. Unfortunately, I can't. For some reason, the debugger's not letting me inspect anything. Oh my god, look at this. Param data. What the fuck is happening? Oh, there's no varying parameter. No, that's not a thing. It's the base parameter data here. It's base parameter data. But the base parameter data is wrong. It's this one. Yeah, I can clearly see this parameter data. Oh no, this is okay, this is a union, I forgot. This is a C API. It's probably an envelope. Or a slider. Slider. Param index 15. Index 15. So just classic. How does this work? Is this in order? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whereas Fudge has a lot more parameters. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Speed. Param data. There's no way for me to see the size of that array. Well, the problem is likely somewhere in... Well, it's not going to be in here because this code is not changed. The problem is going to be in here, something to do with the order in which things happen in here, probably. Oh, this file doesn't exist anymore. React. So this just sets a field and then primes it to compile later. I should be able to reproduce this manually pretty easily. Simply go like this, and then like this, and then go like this over and over again. No. It takes a while for it to happen. How could this be? How could this be? This is good though. This is exactly the kind of bug that I was looking for. I don't really understand why it only happens occasionally. Yeah, this is just the same bug, but in it's dying in a slightly different place in the plugin. When the plugin changes, you go clear params, set blink plugin. And then for each parameter, we do this. This is what happens when the plugin changes. Params. 22 params. Should do this for each of them. That seemed like 22. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22. You shouldn't actually do anything when you set the same history point twice. Let me just check that though. If you set pause. Nothing should actually happen. So I'm already here. If I click here, then it does go into this function, but yeah, nothing happens as a result of setting the history to the point where it's already at. So that's correct. Having said that, I would still like to adjust this. Oops. Keep looking for a new position until we get one. Let me just check this doesn't break. This is fine. As soon as we add this, I don't know, it just seems to be doing it over and over again. Makes it eventually break. But I can't make it break, it seems. I hope there's not an issue here with this. Get last model. Parameter data. Sampler draw. Oh, this is a bit. Oh, I think it's actually a multi-threading issue. It might be. I'm getting the last model from here. I'm getting the parameter data from here. But then in my waveform drawing function, this makes perfect sense, I think. Because it's switching plugins so quickly, it's queuing up events in the processor too fast for it to actually get to them. This is so good. This is exactly the kind of bug that only fuzz testing would find. Like in the wild, this might happen like once in every 100 hours of program usage, but fuzz testing just finds it immediately. Yeah. So this is very old code. This is code that I wrote maybe like a year or 2 years ago. And this bug is basically always, it's nothing to do with all the changes that I've made recently. This bug has just always been around. And it's just a multi-threading issue that it can potentially happen randomly, but fuzz testing has just revealed it straight away. I'm just trying to decide how can I... I'm trying to think if this is a simple thing to fix or if it is something where I need to completely rethink how waveform rendering works. I'm relying on information coming from another thread, and then I'm not properly thinking about whether or not that data is actually up to date. Get last model. It might not be. Yeah, it might not be up to date. Okay. It might not be up to date. That's, yeah. Because alternatively, I can block here. Get next model. That would fix this bug technically. Or would it? It might not. Would it? Let me think. Get next model. If there's multiple shit on the queue, this might not even fix the bug. Let's see if it does. Because I don't remember exactly how this constructor thing works. Like how the queuing of work to be done and then like dispatching the finished work and all that stuff. Can't remember off the top of my head how it works. Let's just see if it fixes it. It does not. Okay. That makes sense. Because it's probably queuing multiple workloads up, and it's not even get next model wouldn't work because it's got so much work queued up because things are happening so quickly. Yeah. So very interesting, because I can potentially make this so much better now, but it'll be a bit of work. Yeah. Parameter data. Parameter data. The problem essentially here is these functions here get this, get this, get this, get this. These are getting information from the global program state, which is the state that exists in the main thread or managed by the main thread. Whereas this data here is a pointer which is coming from a background thread. It's the thread that basically takes all of the things that the user is doing, and in a background thread it will generate data for the audio thread to process. And so there's a mismatch between the understanding of what state the block is in between this pointer here and all of this information here, and crucially this function here which gets the current plugin index from the main thread, and that is not matching up with the parameter data for that plugin, which is coming from that background thread. And this has basically been a bug which has existed. Nobody's ever reported this bug. I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen this bug in the wild. It's possible that I have, but I just didn't recognize what was happening. Because it's something that it's only happening because we're firing off so many UI events so quickly because of the fuzz testing that I added. Theoretically, it could happen just through normal usage of the program, but it would be extremely rare. So that's what's so cool about this fuzz testing. So I'm definitely going to do more in the future. Well, I mean, I don't even need to do anything more. I've basically, that one button that I added is everything that I need from now on. I'll just keep pressing that button and see what happens. It's going to reveal a bunch of this stuff, so it's quite nice. Okay. I've decided what I'm going to do, I think. I can fix this one issue. Or I can fix a lot more issues in a more general way, but I'm probably going to do that eventually anyway. Basically, what I can do is I can take my program state that I have in the main thread, and I can simply pass it to that external thread and tie in the main thread state with the other state. And then I'll have a bunch of redundancy then, but I could clean that up at some later date. Yeah. That's a bit weird to do that actually, because this system is not really designed around that idea. This system is basically this PhasX thing. PhasX is the background processing thread that deals with taking everything that the user has done and generating new data structures for the audio thread to process. And the way that this works is you just dispatch these actions to this background processing thread and it will process them. So it doesn't take in a model right now. If I was to do that, then things would be a lot simpler actually if I did do that. So that probably is what I should do, but that's going to be a lot of work because it's just another big refactor of this system. What I could do let me think. Let's go back to my waveform rendering. Block, sample block. Sample data from the sample. That probably is what I should be doing, right? So this is basically the intermediate data that exists for just for the purposes of doing that background processing. So a lot of like yeah, it's a bit awkward right now. Well, I could do the really clumsy thing here, but it would mess things up a bit. Basically, what I'm doing right now, in all of this mumbling and griping, is trying to avoid getting into another month-long refactor of another part of the code base. I think that refactor is likely going to happen eventually anyway, because it would just simplify this system a lot. So going forward, it's probably going to happen, but I kind of don't want it to happen right now. Just because of the whole Patreon situation, I'd just like to not leave too big a gap between alpha builds. If I was just working on my own in a vacuum, then I would just get on with the refactor that I need to do, but so sample data for the sample, and then block data, sample. Do we have sample here? Sample, sampler, and the sample data. Right. So the solution, the fast solution to this is as follows. This one. Sample drawing context. Instead of getting the parameter data, we get a FASX model. FASX. Like that. And then we fix the compile errors and we're done. So all we do here, drawing context. Let me just commit my work before I do this. I don't think there's much that I did. FASX equals constructor get last model. So whatever the last model was, we're just going to use that for the waveform rendering. Which is actually, again, that's not actually right. It's okay. It's fine. Drawing context. Yep. And then this draw function here. Is this fine? FASX model. How big is this? 128 bytes. Alright, fine. By reference. This is fine. Now we have a problem here and here. Oh no, okay, that's fine. What do you do to get blink parameter data pointer? Text physics. I like copy that. Copy this thing. This needs to happen here now. But I need to get the parameter data. So parameter data for the block. Wait, no, hold on. Undo. Let me just check what's going on. Get parameter data for the block. Or get parameter data for the core. It depends if it's a block or a core. Fuck. Hold on. Sample block ID. Depends if it's a block or a core. Okay. This. So this is for block, this is for block instance. Okay. What's the name of that struct? Audio blink parameter data. Parameter data, get parameter data. The context FASX, core ID, ref, like that. Param data. What is this? Audio blink parameter data. Then we're going to pass in both the model at blink param data. Audio. Yeah. Pass both the model and the blink param data like that. Same thing here. But we get the param data for the block instead. Block ID. Context. Link param data. This should be context dot fuzx. Okay. And then we modify this to be like this. Okay. Now all of this information you have to get from fuzx instead, which is going to be really messy, but you go objects, blocks at sampler block ID sampler sample data. That's all I need, right? Sample data. Data blink. fuzx objects blocks at this thing. Warp, nope. Blink warp data. Is that the right thing? Yes. Data offset. Wait, hold on. It's actually just fuzx block. Let's do that. fuzx block. fuzx block. Data offset. fuzx block. Scale. Channel mode. fuzx block. Sampler. Channel mode. Dot value. And then crucially, this is the important one, fuzx block blink plugin. That's all it needs. I think that should solve that issue then. And then technically there's a chance that the waveform will be a frame out of date, but it will only happen like once in a blue moon. It will happen as often as that crash was happening. And that crash was basically only showing up during fuzz testing. Let's see. It didn't work. Oh no, it's breaking somewhere else now. Okay. Okay. Get blink info. Interesting. Oh. Oh right, there might not be sample data. Wait, hold on, what? So it was previously this was happening in two steps. It was getting the sample, then getting the sample data, which could return an invalid index, right? Hold on 1 second, please. I think that the bit that checks whether, again, it's a multi-threading issue. The bit that checks whether that sample data is valid is happening in the main thread. Where would it be? Don't actually know. Update, render of dirty. Is drawable. Yeah. Source info. Is drawable. Yeah, again, it's happening. It's getting information from the main thread. Source info. Oh, it's happening right. Here. Yep. So I just need to get it from here instead. Just as we were doing before. What the hell is this? M index. Okay, that's fine. So get block, blah 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 blah. What happens if the block doesn't exist in the model yet? Is that possible? As X block equals in context. I mean, this is getting really hacky now, but I think I do have a good idea of what's going on now, at least. So go here. Let's find block. If it doesn't exist in the model, I think that could potentially happen. I might put a breakpoint there to see if it happens ever. Then we just return this basically. There we go. Sublet equals. Wait, that was correct, wasn't it? So if we have no sample data, then same thing. And then util is drawable. Should be able to do this. There's no is loading. No. What does this do? We don't have that information here. Is loading. Does that matter? I don't think so. Is loading. Oops. This is used for what? Is sample source loading. It's just used to decide whether or not to update the waveform, I think. Is sample source loading? Well, that's not even used anywhere. Is source loading? This function is not even used anywhere. So let's get rid of it. Yeah, because I detect that in a completely different way now. Let's get rid of this field. Not useful. I can just eliminate all of this bullshit. Okay, lovely. Right. That should be it, I think. Yeah. Then after this, I need to get dressed so that I can go and get a sandwich from the sandwich lady. Alright, cool. Fuzz testing is very nice. Let's do some more stuff. Something else. Oh, this is just printing that log. The parameter doesn't exist. (101). Hold on, wait, hold on a second now, blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Wait, what? I think well. I think this is very simple. I just need to do this instead. Just pass in the program state rather than getting it from global. Pass in the program state. Look at this. and get name. Get it from program state like this. Get rid of that. Is there anything else in here? This one. Oh, why is this here? It shouldn't be here. Oh, I see. Yep. Move this into here. No? What? Oh. Okay, while that is happening, let me just see if I understand why it was happening. Oh, I didn't compile. Oh, yeah. So X. Point. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I don't want a program, I want this. If I can type correctly. Shit, I really need to stop in a second. Or I'm gonna miss the sandwich lady. Let me just quickly get this sorted. Get jam. I need to go. I need to stop recording. I need to get dressed and get a sandwich. Come on. The time it takes to link is a lot more annoying when you need to go. And when your stomach's rumbling. Aha! It's so stable. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. 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 Testing stuff. Plus refactoring.